Hey y'all, well, first of all, good morning. I just be rude, just be grabbing the camera, just be talking, child. I don't even be greeting nobody. But hello, I am leaving Samad's in-home daycare that I love. And that's actually one of the reasons I was coming to chat with y'all, to catch up, number one, and to also just vocalize how appreciative I am of God, because he be working things out on your behalf, child, and half the time we don't even be deserving. But some things, major things have been going on in my life. The transition period is still taking place, and I'm just in awe and appalled by some of the stuff that I'm experiencing right now. But ain't nobody no victim, ain't nobody giving up. It is a reason for everything. It's a lesson in everything. You either gonna evolve or repeat. You either gonna get the lesson or sulk, bask in misery, and those are not options in my life. I don't subscribe to that school of thought. My school of thought is I can get through anything, period. I believe that Christ strengthens me. I believe that God will not put me in a situation I can't grow or improve from. Yes, it's going to hurt, but like any parent, any good parent, you know, sometimes you got to let your kids touch the fire so they know shit get hot sometimes, you know, so they don't do that again. Or, you know, good parents know that adversity builds character and it builds problem solving skills. So yeah, even when I'm not good, I'm good. And I'm also continuously, as y'all know, trying to improve. You know, I'm still taking steps that will continue to build me up and make me the best version of myself. I was telling my sister the other day that, and I told my therapist this as well, that it's hard for somebody with an interesting background or like past reputation or whatever. It's hard for people like us to be seen as a quote unquote victim, or I don't like using that word, but to be seen as like, to be on the receiving end of some bullshit, you know, because people always like, well, damn, what Soleil do? What she do? What she say? You know what I mean? And at this point in my life, don't nobody got to be asking that question, because at the end of the day, I'm worried about my future and my growth, and I'm worried about if I'm catching the lesson in what I'm going through. Now, don't get me wrong, I do respond to things sometimes when I should not respond, but a majority of the time I don't. I've done a lot of growing in that area. I've done a lot of learning how to preserve my energy and knowing what's important and what's going to throw me off track. You know, and I'm one of those people, like, I wear my heart on my sleeve. So when I'm upset, I'm upset. You can tell I'm upset, or you can tell that something's bothering me. I don't do really well with masking my emotions. So that's why things like therapy is good for me, because I got to get it out of my system, and then I can move on. So, you know, you just have to know yourself and what's good for you when you are going through those things. And I've learned myself pretty well. There are always new things to still figure out as I get older and stay on this journey of life. But for the most part, I know who and whose I am. So anyways, I don't even know why I went off on that tangent just now. But like I said, I wanted to just get on and express how thankful I am, because God sees my needs. He sees all of your needs, and He gonna work it out on your behalf, period. You know, there will be, sorry, I didn't realize it got dark. There will be some instances where you gotta take multiple steps, you know, to get results that you need in this life, but he's still working behind the scenes on your behalf, even when you are doing that. You know, sometimes the best option in certain situations, depending on what you're going through, is that you do nothing at all. You be still, you pray, and you listen to what he got to say when he give you what he got to give you. Is this a funeral procession? I was like, why are these people in a going with the driving with the blinkers on? But yeah, I think it is. But they don't have any funeral procession signs. Anyways, let me try to. Dang, I can't cut them off. I'm about to merge. Dang, I feel bad. I don't want to merge in between y'all. Well, I'm gonna just get out y'all way. I'm about to merge real quick. How we get out y'all way? I'm gonna respect the process. So yeah, so God saw a need and he worked it out, man. I swear he worked it out, because it's perfect. Like the daycare that I have him in is a homey feel. The girl that is keeping my son is very experienced with children. She loves children. She comes from a large family herself. Her mom and her dad, they love children. And it's a very small, intimate atmosphere. It's no TV where she keeps the children at in her home. Toys, all different kind of colors, and she's taking them out for story time. They go for walks. She's doing activities with him, so he's not just sitting in one spot the entire time I'm away from him. Like, she's sending me photos and a child summary and how much he's eating, what time, if he had a BM, how many wet diapers, what time, I mean, what kind of mood he was in. It's just perfect, and it's perfect for a mom like me, because I like to know the details, you know. I like when people communicate with me, so I don't have to ask certain questions and, you know, feel like I'm interrogating somebody. But I'm a new mom. I'm a mom in general. Moms, parents want to know what's going on with their kids, and there's nothing wrong with that. Especially in the transition that I'm in right now, the phase that I'm in, I am working with a newborn, and I guess an infant, I can say now. And that transition was hard enough, and then to go through having to find reputable, trustworthy childcare was stressful, but he worked it out to where I didn't have to do much legwork at all. I mean, he's just amazing. I wish I could go into the details of what happened and like how I was able to come across her, but I would prefer not to do that. Just because family members are involved and everything ain't for everybody. But just know that I'm taken care of, and I always am. Child, I need to put on some of this Marla Renee. Hold on. How's it doing? Marla Renee, lip butter. Told y'all my lips been real dry lately. So yeah, when I drop Samad off, he's so excited. Like, I just watch him as he's watching the babysitter. His eyes light up, similar to how they light up when he looks at me, and he's just smiling at her. They love each other. It's really nice. So I was nervous at first. But you know, I trusted God in the situation that he put me in. So I feel more than comfortable with where he is now. So yay. And it's not like, oh yeah, P.S. I don't want y'all to think that I just didn't know the person at all and I just dropped him off with a stranger. That's definitely not the case. I know the girl and a few of her family members, actually. Like I told y'all, she has a bunch of siblings, and I know 2 of them, actually 3 of them. Yeah, so anyways, I am headed to work. I made me a morning smoothie. Y'all know how I do when I can do it, when I do what I'm supposed to do. I got me some collagen in it. I got some mixed berries and strawberries and mango, spinach. I got my chlorella in it, and I have some bromide by Dr. Sabi with bladderwrack and sea moss in it. So tons of nutrients, and I feel really good when I drink those. I just know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do when I drink those. But like I said, I don't get to do that every morning. So the mornings that I do get to do it, it puts me in a great space, and I just feel like I'm starting my day off with the energy that I need. So hopefully that carries on throughout my day. I had a suspicion that Samad was going through a sleep regression. This happened yesterday because the night before, I woke up yesterday. He woke up around like 5:30 a.m. I mean, I looked over, them eyes just was like all up in my face, staring at me. He kicking and wanting to play and laugh, and I'm like, I got 2 more hours I can sleep, baby boy. You need to go back to sleep. So I normally do wake up to feed him a couple times throughout the night, but he would be sleeping. I would be the one rolling over to feed him to make sure he gets his nightly feedings. But that particular night, I was like, oh my God, he's very close to 4 months. He's about to have that sleep regression that they talk about at 4 months. But last night he was better. He tossed and turned a lot, which is odd for him because I'm normally the one tossing and turning and flipping him over on the other side because I'm tossing and turning. But it was him last night. So different things are happening at night with him regarding sleep. So I'm just keeping a close eye on him and making sure, you know, that he is staying on track with that, because he's been an amazing sleeper. Y'all comment on how I make it look so easy and how good I look, how much energy I have, and I truly appreciate it. But like I said, God has been, his hand has been on this entire situation, and he gave me a child that is very much in sync with me. So it's just been working out for us, and I amaze myself at the things that I'm able to do and get done while having a newborn and not even wishing for a child in the first place. So I've talked about that in a prior video. I did a sit down chit chat explaining my thoughts about motherhood and my reaction to being pregnant. So if you don't understand what I'm talking about, I would definitely go watch that video if I were you. Very insightful. But now that my baby is here, I think I want to do another one. Yeah, I definitely want to do another one now that he's here. And now that he's here, I couldn't imagine my world without him. Like, I know I would still be getting it and going, but the motivation that I have now is just supremely higher than what I was doing before. Like, people thought I was on fire before, doing this, doing that, but it's like he done awakened a whole new side of me that I knew was there, but I couldn't quite awaken it myself, you know. So the determination is mad real, and I know that God has plans and the future is very bright, and I know that I'm gonna keep doing whatever God tell me to do, keep stacking this coin, keep looking for new ways to invest and save, and we on a good track. So just very blessed. I just wanted to not brag, but, you know, encourage somebody else, because I'm doing this by myself, y'all, by myself. And it shouldn't, like I said, be that way, but those things, that will change very soon. But, you know, like I said, I'm just amazed at what I've been able to do with the cards that I've been dealt. And I just want to say to you, even though I'm not looking directly at you because I'm driving, I pray that you understand that although things may be hard right now, there is an end, and there will be a peak from your valley. So stay the course and stay prayed up, and wake up every day knowing that you have a gift from God if you are doing this by yourself, and know that God felt like you were equipped to do what you're doing in the situation that you're doing it. So, you know, in the perfect world, I know some of us prefer to be with our partners and to be married and things like that and have a 2-parent household, because that was definitely my wish, but things don't always work out in the way that you plan for them to. But again, you are taken care of. Just know whose you are and who you are, and again, stay prayed up, eat the way that you're supposed to. Don't be hard on yourself when you have those days that you have to eat conveniently because, you know, you didn't have time to do stuff, or you didn't have the energy to cook, your house ain't clean. You know, just don't be hard on yourself on those days, because that will happen. But know that you must keep a good diet in order to offset those days where you don't have time to do certain things, or you're running low on sleep. You got to eat good, you know, because sleep deprivation plays tricks on your mental, honey, and you don't need to be eating bad and not sleeping good on top of that. So get the rest that you need, eat a balanced diet, and have good people in your circle that are really there for you, and not, my bad, I'm gonna say this and then I gotta go. But yeah, have good people around you that are actually there for you, that will pray for you, with you, give you words of encouragement, and that are not just giving you lip service. Oh, I'll keep your baby when you need me to keep your baby, or I'll come over and cook for you, and they don't do it. Nah, not those people. I'm talking about the people that's in the trenches with you. Have a faith system, and take some time out for yourself, even if it's in the mornings or late at night. If you need to just go write in your diary, go read a book. When you're pumping, read books, y'all. Like, that's, ooh, I'll do another video on that. I've been getting so much information on those breaks when I'm pumping. I ain't scrolling on my phone the way I used to. I'm making good use of that time. So take time out for yourself, even if it's 5-10 minutes. You need it. I don't have any more advice right now, but I just wanted to encourage you to just be okay. Just breathe. It's gonna be all right. So anyways, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.